This is the first lab program of first PUC. This programming is C++ programming. The first program question is write a C++ program to interchange the value of two variables using third variable. So for any C++ programming, you are going to first write the algorithm, then the flowchart, then the program, lastly the output. So first I'm going to explain you the algorithm, then the flowchart, then the program. So in any algorithm, first input, next the logic part, next the output, last stop. So input will be, in this question you have two variables, value of two variables. So you are going to input two values, that is A and B. So input A and B. Next the logic part. This logic works for this particular question. You are going to interchange the value of two variables. This is the logic part where it interchanges the value of two variables. Lastly, the output. Output will be A and B, but the value will be changed. Lastly, you are going to write stop. This is about the algorithm. Next, whatever the algorithm you have written, you are going to convert it into a flowchart. So, in this flowchart, first you have a start, lastly you will be having a stop. Even in algorithm, you can add up start here. So, start, input and output will be parallelogram. The symbol will be parallelogram. So input A and B, same thing you are going to replace. Next the logical part. Logical part will be written in rectangle. So this logical part you are going to transfer it here. Next the output in the parallelogram. Lastly stop. And this arrow mark is mean. It tells the flow of a program. Then comes the program. As you all seen, first three steps, that is your header files. So in this header files you have #include iostream.h. I would like to tell why this header file is used. #include iostream.h is nothing but the cout and cin. iostream means input output stream.h. .h is nothing but your header file. It specifies a header file. So this header file is used whenever you use cout and cin in your program. You are going to use iostream.h. The next one is #include ioman.h. So this is used because wherever you use setw and endl. So here we don't have setw, but you have an endl. So when you have to use endl, you are going to add this particular header file. The last header file is #include conio.h. So this header file is used when you are going to add clr, ser as well as getch. When you add these two functions, you have to add this header file. Next comes the void main. The program starts from this particular void main. Void is a data type. Void is nothing but a nil. Main. Then comes the flower braces. Then you have a declaration. First is a header file. Next void main starting opening flower braces. Next comes the declaration of variables. So int is a data type, space, variable name. So in the question you have two variables using third variable. So two variable is A and B and the third variable will be the temp. So next it is a CLR SCR. CLR SCR is nothing but your clear screen. You are going to clear the previous output in the output screen. Next comes the cout, enter the value of two numbers. This cout statement is used to print this whatever it's there inside the double quotes will be printed on the output screen. After this, Cin. Cin is you are going to input a value from the keyboard. So Cin A and B. You are going to enter the value of A and B. Cin. Enter the two numbers, that is nothing but your printf. Next you are going to enter A and B. Cin A and B. So you are going to input two values. Next line is cout. Before interchanging, A is equal to, within a double quotes, A. This will print A is equal to 50. Here /t. This /t is, it is going to give a space here. Next it is B is equal to B. That is B is equal to whatever the value inside the B, that is 100, will be printed here. Next, the logical part. This logical part I have already explained in my video. You can go and see it. Temp is equal to A is equal to B, and B is equal to temp. The value of A is 50, value of B is 100. So initially temp will be 50. Next, A is equal to B. A is equal to B is 100. So now A is 100. B is empty. So B is equal to temp. Temp we have 50. So B will be 50 here. So after interchanging, the value of A is 100 and value of B is, it is 50. This is how the program works. Lastly, the getch. Getch is used to get a character from the keyboard. Once when you press any key from the keyboard, it comes from the output screen to the blue screen. Lastly, you are going to close the flower braces. When you open a flower braces, you should always close a flower braces. This is about the first program